Movement. My name is Crystal, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of work on the neck and upper traps. You won't need any equipment except for somewhere comfortable that you can sit. So if sitting on the floor cross-legged is uncomfortable for you, grab a chair and sit yourself in a chair. Or if you have a block and that's more comfortable, you can put that underneath your bum and you can sit in that position. Basically, we want to make sure that you're really comfortable seated while we do some release on the neck, just to ensure that we don't further the tension in the neck. Okay? So once you found a comfortable position, we're going to get started. So we're going to start with some really slow, controlled neck circles. And we really want to make sure that this rotation, extension, and flexion is coming from the neck and not the torso or the shoulders. We really want to isolate what's happening here. So if you are sitting in a chair, what you can do is focus on pushing down into the seat of your chair, or if you're sitting on the floor, same thing, you can kind of push down, activate those lats, that pulling down motion. Or if you have enough control, you can just pull your lats down. We're going to start by pulling our chin towards our chest. And just watch, because again, people will kind of roll their shoulders forward or open their mouth to get their chin towards their chest. So just wherever it lands, then you're going to trace your chin around, and then we're going to turn so that our ear goes to our shoulder. Again, pull those shoulders down, make sure your core is engaged, and then the back of your head reaches as far as it can. Really slow. Okay, and again, we turn that ear over until our chin reaches, and then we go back into flexion and we trace that chin around, and then we come back up. Okay, really slow, controlled, and again, watch what your body is doing. Stay controlled, whether you need to push into the ground, hold the chair, so that you know that this range of motion is coming just from the neck, not from the shoulders or the ribs or the torso. So now we're going to go the other direction. So chin to chest. Trace that chin around. Open up. Reach the head back. Flip that ear. And then chin. And around. Good. We're going to go again, but this time we're going the other side. Chin to chest. Trace that chin around. Then we turn, flip the ear. Watch that this other shoulder doesn't lift up. And then we reach around, thinking about getting the back of your head to touch your back. And then get your ear to touch your shoulder. Again, that might not be what's actually happening, but that's what we're thinking in our little minds. And then chin and around and back up. Chin to chest. Trace it around. Flip the ear. Start to reach the back of the head towards your back. Bring the head all the way around. Flip the ear. And trace the chin. And up. Okay, we're going to do one more each side, and we're alternating side to side. So chin. Okay, last one, guys. So we're starting with that chin to chest, tracing and rotation. And then we start to reach up into extension, reaching back, rotate, flexion, and done. Okay, guys, so really slow, really controlled. We're not just whipping our head around to do head circles. Okay, from there we're gonna move to opening up the front of the neck. So if you do sit at the computer a lot, and if you are one of those people that has a head poke, like basically everything is in front of us now, whether we're driving, we're on the computer, or we're on our device, a lot of people have that head poke and then they've got neck tension. So what we need to do is bring our head back into that posture that it's supposed to be in, and then start to open and release the neck out of that position that it's been compensating in. So the way that we're going to do that is, all you're going to do is let's take our right hand and we're just going to place it just underneath our collarbone of the left side. And we're just going to reach over so this ear reaches to the shoulder. Taking a couple deep breaths where we think about expanding into the lower ribs and the belly. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. If you want to add a little bit, you can turn your nose up to the ceiling, but we don't want to turn into too much discomfort or pain. So find where you start to feel a little bit of resistance, and then you're going to use your breath to work into it. Just watch that maybe your body's not leaning. Okay, try to stay nice and tall through your torso and just allow this movement through the neck. On the next inhale, if you have rotated, just twist back and then come back to neutral. And then you can release that hand. Okay, let's go over to the other side. So now I'm putting my left hand just underneath my right collarbone, and then I'm going to take my left ear and reach it towards my left shoulder. Taking a couple deep breaths as I kind of settle into this one. Again, we want to imagine that breath coming from the belly and the diaphragm. So on the next inhale, if you want, you can add that little bit of rotation. So just looking with the nose. And again, you just meet that first layer of resistance. Try not to push through it or yank on the neck. We want to be really gentle with it. And then we use our breath. So inhaling into that belly through the nose. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, On the next inhale, if you did rotate, just rotate back, really gentle. And then nice and slow coming out of it, back to neutral. And then releasing that hand. Okay? The next one that we're gonna go to is let's take our right hand and just tuck it behind the back. We're not trying to reach up very far, we're just putting it behind the back, or if you are on a chair, you can reach under the chair, grab hold. Basically, we just wanna keep that shoulder locked down in place, okay? From here, we're gonna take our nose, we're gonna put it towards our opposite armpit. And for some people, this might be more than enough. Again, I'm gonna remind you guys to really focus on that diaphragmatic breathing as opposed to like chest breathing, like that inhale, exhale. We really want, if there is a lot of tension in the neck, might want to address the breathing pattern as well as doing these stretches. Okay, and if you want, you can add a really gentle hand. So this is like feather-like hand, and we're just allowing the weight, like maybe 20% of the weight of the hand, to just gently press down on the head on each exhale. If you did place a hand on your head, on the next inhale, you're just going to release that hand. And very gentle, bringing the neck back to neutral. And releasing that arm. Okay, we're going to go over to the other side. So left hand tucks behind the back. Just gently tuck it behind the back. Or if you are on that chair, just grab underneath the chair. Taking your nose to your opposite armpit. Inhaling into the belly through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth, and the shoulders soften, the neck lengthens. And if you want, you can add really gentle pressure. So again, we're not yanking or pulling on the neck, we're actually just allowing 20% of the weight of our hand to be applied on the exhales. If you did place the hand on the head, just releasing it really gentle. On the next inhale, bringing the head back to center. Okay, we don't want to pop in and out of these stretches because we are dealing with a delicate area of our body, our neck. So just being really cautious and aware. The last area that we're going to go to is those upper traps. So this is where a lot of people carry a lot of tension. If that is a place where you carry tension, like we can do upper trap releases and it's going to feel really great. You also have to be conscious and aware of what stress you're carrying in your body throughout the day. So just check in with your body if this is an area where you carry a lot of tension, and just make sure that your shoulders aren't up in your ears, okay? And maybe, integrate this next stretch into your day as well. So again, we're going to take our hand, place it behind our back, and the last one we went nose to armpit. This one we're just going to go ear to shoulder, and just watch that you don't go ear to shoulder with your body. That again, we keep this nice and strong, and that all that's happening is just from the neck. Okay, and you'll feel that lengthening through there. And again, we breathe into it using our belly and our diaphragm, so we expand through here on the inhale. And then as we exhale, shoulder drops, neck lengthens, and the body softens. On the next inhale, really gentle, we're just going to bring that head back to neutral. You can unhook the arm. We're going to go over to the other side. So just gently placing the hand behind the back, or if you are sitting on a chair, just grab underneath the chair. Keeping that torso nice and strong, we're just going to tip ear to shoulder from the neck. Focus on the breathing coming from the diaphragm and the belly as opposed to the chest and the shoulders. With each exhale, we soften and lengthen. On the next inhale, really gentle, bringing that head back to center, releasing that arm. Okay, and that is our recovery sequence for today for the neck and the shoulders.